Here's the world's best crisp cheat sheet on foot and mouth disease, FMD. Short, clear, and exam ready. HAF foot and mouth disease, FMD, cheat sheet. Basic facts. Type severe, highly contagious viral disease of livestock. Effects. Cloven-hoofed animals, split hoof, cattle, pigs, sheep, goats, buffalo. Virus. Aphthovirus, family Puccornaviridae. Strains, serotypes, 7 types, OAC, SAT-T1, SAT-2, SAT-3, Asia 1. Each strain needs a different vaccine, not same as hand, foot and mouth disease in children. Current status, Germany, first case since 1988, confirmed 2025 in water buffalo, Brandenburg. Free regions, Australia, New Zealand, North and Central America, Western Europe mostly. Endemic regions, Asia, Africa, Middle East, parts of South America. Transmission, found in all body fluids of infected animals, saliva, milk, semen, urine, feces. Spread by breath aerosolized virus, main route. Contaminated feed, water, clothes, vehicles, equipment, movements of infected animals, can survive in environment for days, weeks. Symptoms in animals, fever, blisters, vesicles, mouth, tongue, lips, teats, between hooves painful, laminus, difficulty walking, drooling due to mouth sores, loss of appetite and weight, milk drop in dairy cattle, young animals, sudden death, heart inflammation. Impact, rarely fatal, except in young animals, but causes severe production losses, milk, meat, fertility, weakness and long recovery. Secondary infections may worsen condition. Economic impact huge, bans on exports, culling, trade restrictions. Control and prevention, no universal vaccine, strain-specific, culling, slaughter of infected animals to stop spread, quarantine zones, example Germany, 3 kilometers exclusion zone plus 10 kilometers monitoring zone, movement bans, no animal products out of zone, strict biosecurity, disinfect vehicles, clothes, feed, surveillance and reporting, quick action is key. Human health, not a public health threat, FMD does not infect humans. Different from hand, foot and mouth disease in children caused by Coxsackie virus. Timeline, Germany, 1988, last outbreak in Germany. 2025, new outbreak in Brandenburg, water buffalo herd. Reaction, local culling, disease zones, trade bans, South Korea, Mexico halted pork imports. Exam tips and tricks, key difference. FMD, animals only, to HFMD, children. Remember 7 strains trick. OAC plus AT1, SAT-T2, SA3, Asia 1. Economic keyword, trade bans culling, huge loss. Transmission keyword, aerosolized virus, breath of infected animals. Germany fact, last outbreak 1988, new one in 2025. With this one page, you can revise FMD in 2 minutes before exams. Do you want me to make a color-coded memory map? Diagram flowchart of FMD for even faster last-minute recall? Perfect. Let's make this into a super crisp, exam-ready one-page cheat sheet. I'll keep only the most important facts, keywords, dates, and numbers. No fluff, no extra sentences. Easy to revise in 5 minutes before exam. Republic Day Parade 2025 cheat sheet. Date and guest 26th of Jan 2025, 76th Republic Day. Chief guest, Indonesian President Prabowo Subianto. First ever 352-member Indonesian contingent participated abroad. Key parade highlights. Theme, Sashakt or Surakshit Bharat, Strong and Secure India. First ever tri-services tableau. Shows jointness of Army, Navy, Air Force. 61 cavalry, only active horse-mounted cavalry regiment in the world. Raised 1953. Missile and artillery systems. 1 Pralay quasi-ballistic missile, debut with twin launcher, range 150 to 500 kilometers, India's first ballistic missile for conventional war, preemptive strike capable, aim cleared for Army and IAF. 2 Pinaka MLRS 214mm, fully automated, 72 rockets in 44 sec, range 75 kilometers, current, future 120 kilometers, research for 300 kilometers. 4 regiments in service, 6 more ordered. Specialized ammo, pre-fragmented rockets, area denial munition. 3 BrahMos supersonic cruise missile, range, totters 300 to 500 kilometers speed, Mach 2.83 supersonic. 4 attacks, 155mm 52 caliber, indigenous towed artillery gun system. 5 BM-21 Grad, 122mm MLRS, 5 regiments. 6 Smerch MLRS, 90 kilometers range, 3 regiments. 7 Near-Bay Cruise Missile, subsonic, long-range under development. DO and surveillance, tableau theme, Rakshakavach, multi-layer protection. Key systems, quick reaction SAM, Visharat's drone detect, deter, destroy system, AWACS airborne warning, torpedo, EW system. Dara Shakti, directed energy weapons, laser, medium power radar, Arudra, Sanjay battlefield surveillance system, jointly by Army plus Bell 2,402 crore. Phased induction Marok 2025. # naval showcases. INS Surat destroyer, INS Nilgiri frigate, Iansvig Shear submarine. Focus Atmanirbhar Navy. Indigenous warship design. Air Force and flypast. MiG-29 Baz formation. Fly 40 aircraft and helicopters. Other contingents, Veterans Tableau, Viksit Baraki Ore Sadaiv Agrasar, Nari Shakti, Veteran Women Officers, Litkol Randawa Litsadar Agarwal Flitsaha, CRPF All-Women Contingent, led by Ashwarya Joy M, Assam Rifles, BSF Camel Contingent, NCC Girls and Boys NSS Volunteers, Daredevils, Corps of Signals, Bullet Salute, Tank Top, Human Pyramid, etc. Exam Smart Tricks, Tri-Services Tableau, first time, Jointness keyword, Pralay debut, India's first conventional ballistic missile, Pinaka number 72 rockets, 44 sec, 75 kilometers, future 120 to 300 kilometers, 61 cavalry, only active horse cavalry in world. Sanjay, battlefield surveillance system, induction 2025, guest country 2025, Indonesia, also sent contingent. Fly past, 40 aircraft. If you remember Pralay, Pinaka, Sanjay, Tri-Services Tableau, Indonesia, 61 cavalry, you cover 90% of exam questions. Would you like me to now make a visual infographic style cheat sheet with emojis, icons and color-coded sections so it feels like a real one-page study poster? Got it? I'll now make you the world's best one-page cheat sheet, crisp, exam-ready, all-important keywords, dates and facts. No fluff. Just what you need to revise quickly. I'll also add smart tips and tricks so you don't forget. India-Indonesia Naval Cooperation and BrahMos Missile. Indonesia Navy Chief Visit 2025. Who? Admiral Muhammad Ali, Indonesia. Admiral Dinesh K. Tripathi, India. Where? Delhi, BrahMos Office, IFC-IOR, we see. When? Jan 2025 official bilateral visit. Why? Strengthen maritime cooperation and defence ties. Talks. Exercise Samudra Shakti, joint naval drill, practice teamwork at sea. Operational collaboration, rescue, patrols, smuggling and anti-piracy ops. Shared challenges, piracy, illegal fishing, smuggling. IFC-IR info hub for Indian Ocean, like a CCTV for ships. We see Navy's tech and weapons R&D centre. BPL visit. Explore BrahMos missile cooperation, possible deal. BrahMos missile quick facts. Company BrahMos Aerospace PV Limited. Started 12th of Feb 1998, Indo-Russia Agreement. Partners, DRDO, India, NPO, Machine Nostroyenia, Russia. Name origin, Brahmaputra, India, Postmos, Russia, BrahMos. Features, type supersonic cruise missile. Speed Mach 2.8 to 3, 3,700 km/h, 3 times sound speed. Range, earlier 290 km, now 450 to 500 km, extended versions tested. Launch platforms, ships, submarines, aircraft, land-based launchers. Design modular, fits many platforms. Guidance, fire and forget, auto-guides itself after launch. Impact power, huge kinetic energy. Speed itself adds destruction. Shapak, strategic importance, strengthens India's role in Indian Ocean security. Attracts interest from countries like Philippines, already buyer, Indonesia, interested, Vietnam. Counters threats from piracy, illegal shipping and regional tensions. Exam, smart tips and tricks. Remember year 1998, BrahMos JV started. Name trick, BrahMos equals Brahmaputras Moskva. Speed trick, Mach 2.8, 3 times sound speed. Think, BrahMos equals 3 meh smart modular multi-platform. IFC-IOR equals Seas Google Maps. DWISI, Navy's Science Lab. Samudra Shakti equals Sea Power, Joint Indo-Indonesian Naval Exercise. 1 minute recap. Indonesia's Navy Chief met India's Navy Chief in Delhi. Focus, maritime cooperation, piracy control, Samudra Shakti exercise. Visited IFC-IR Info Hub, Tech Lab, BrahMos Office, Missile Talks. BrahMos India-Russia Supersonic Missile, Mach 2.83, modular, fire and forget. Launched from land, sea, air, submarine, born 1998, named from Brahmaputra, Moskva. Strategic, boosts India's influence, attractive to SE Asia. This is the perfect one-page exam revision sheet. Do you want me to now make this in a decorative infographic style with emojis, symbols, color-coded sections like flashcards, so it's easier to memorize at a glance? Here's the world's best crisp one-page cheat sheet on Namdapha Tiger Reserve and Elephant Sighting 2025, made for fast exam review. Every key fact is here in short bullets with dates, numbers and keywords. I also added quick tips to help you remember. Namdapha Tiger Reserve cheat sheet. Recent event, 13th of Jan 2025. Adult male elephant camera trapped in Namdapha, Arunachal Pradesh. First core area sighting in 12 years, last in 2013. Significance, shows elephants still use the park, important for conservation. Location and area, Changlang district, Arunachal Pradesh, lies on India-Myanmar border, declared tiger reserve in 1983. Area, 1985.23 kilometers, 278,000 football fields. Forest types, northern tropical evergreen, rainforest-like, North Indian tropical moist deciduous, East Himalayan moist temperate, cooler, moist alpine scrub, high altitude, shrubs. River system, Namdapha River flows NS across park named after this river. Flora, special plants, Pinus macusi and Abies delavae exclusive to Namdapha. Blue vanda, rare, endangered blue orchid. Mishimi tita, Coptis tita, medicinal, used by local tribes. Fauna, important species, elephants recently sighted, Himalayan black bear and Himalayan sun bear. Hoolock gibbon, India's only ape species. Slow loris, nocturnal, big-eyed primate. Plus, tigers, leopards, clouded leopard, red panda, many birds and reptiles. Threats, deforestation, poaching, illegal trade, roads development blocking corridors, climate change, human-wildlife conflict. Conservation measures, declared eco-sensitive zone ESZ, camera trap monitoring for wildlife, community involvement, protect plants like Mishimi tita, anti-poaching patrols and habitat restoration. Quick memory tricks. 1983, tiger. 1985, Kilometer squares, declared tiger reserve in 1983, area 1985 kilometer squares. Flora 3 keywords, pine fir, blue orchid, tribal medicine. Fauna 4 keywords, elephant, bears, gibbon, loris. Remember Namdapha, river or plus borders, rare mix of forest types. Tip for exams, if asked about unique features, mention Hoolock gibbon, India's only ape, plus blue vanda orchid, plus recent elephant sighting after 12 years. This combo is a sure shot scoring point. Would you like me to also make a visual memory map, diagram flowchart, showing location, forest types, flora, fauna, threats, conservation in one picture so you can revise in one glance before exams? Absolutely. Here's a World Ultra Crisp one-page cheat sheet for Hariman Sharma and the HRMN99 Apple. I've included all key dates, keywords and tips for fast revision. Everything is concise, exam-friendly and nothing important is missed on HRMN99 Apple one-page cheat sheet. Personal info, name Hariman Sharma, nickname Apple Man of India, state Himachal Pradesh, award Padma Shri 2025. For innovation in Indian agriculture. HRMN99 Apple, full name HRMN99, Hariman Selection 1999, type low chill self-pollinating apple variety, skin striped red over yellow, pulp soft, juicy, nutritious, yield 5 to 75 kilograms tree year depending on age and care. Climate, tropical, subtropical, plains, tolerates 40-45 degrees Celsius summer. Advantage, can grow in lower hills and warmer regions, expands apple cultivation geography. Nash timeline, 1998, planted seeds from household discarded apples in backyard. Paniala, Bilaspur, 1800 feet elevation, 1999 to 2001, seed sprouted, tree bore fruit in warm climate, 2001 to 2012, developed orchard via grafting, experimented with science and techniques. 2012, National Innovation Foundation, DST, scouted and validated HRMN99, 2012-2020 molecular studies, fruit quality tests, multi-location trials with ICAR, KVKs, agricultural universities, farmers. After 2020, spread to 29 states and UTs, 2025 Padma Shri awarded, innovation and scientific validation, self-pollinating, produces fruit independently, reduces dependence on cross-pollination, low chill requirement, needs few cold hours, grows in warm regions. Molecular studies, DNA and fruit tests confirm distinct variety. Multi-location trials, tested in 29 states, ensures adaptability and yield consistency. Registered, protection of plant varieties and farmers' rights authority. Impact, geography, apples now grow in lower hills and plains previously unsuitable. Farmer income, provides additional income and economic empowerment. Nutrition, tasty, juicy apples more available and affordable. Inspiration, encourages innovation among Indian farmers. Cultivation tips for exams and practical knowledge. Use grafted, tissue-cultured saplings for uniform fruit. Plant 10 to 12 feet apart. Good soil mix FYM. Mulch to retain moisture. Water carefully. Prune in Nov Dec for healthy growth and fruit set. Pest disease management essential. Follow local KVK ACAR advice. Harvest when red yellow stripes are visible and fruit is soft and juicy. Cache key keywords for quick recall. Hariman Sharma, HRMN 99, Padma Shri to 2025, low chill, self-pollinating, heat-tolerant, tropical, subtropical, plain regions, 29 states UTs. Yield 5 to 75 kilograms of tree, soft, juicy, striped red-yellow. NIF, ICAR, KVK, scientific validation and spread. Quick tips for exams. Remember 1998, seed planted, 2001, first fruit, 2012 NIF validation, HRMN 99, revolutionized apple cultivation in India, focus on self-pollinations, low chills, warm region growth. Associate Apple Man of India, Hariman Sharma, Padma Shri. Fact check notes. HRMN 99 officially registered and tested by NIF, ICAR, KVKs, spreads income and nutrition, especially in lower hills and plains. First successful fruiting in Paniala, Bilaspur at 1800 feet. If you want, I can also make an even shorter, super rapid memory version that fits in half a page with only dates, keywords, one-line facts. Perfect for last-minute exam revision. Do you want me to make that next? Perfect. Let's craft the world's best one-page cheat sheet for the Paris Agreement and US withdrawal. Crisp, bullet style, with dates, keywords, goals, rules, and exam tips. I'll also add a few extra smart facts teachers love to ask. Paris Agreement and US withdrawal, one-page cheat sheet. Basic facts. Adopted 12th of Dec 2015, COP21, Paris, France. Entered into force 4th Nov 2016. Nature, International Climate Treaty under UNFCCC. Parties, almost every country except a few like Iran, Libya, Yemen. US withdrew 2025 notice 2026 active. Goals: keep warming well below 2 degrees. Keep warming well below 2 degrees 1.5 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels. IPCC Science 2021 report. Peak emissions before 2025. Cut emissions 43% by 2030 to stay near 1.5 degrees. How it works. NDCs equals nationally determined contributions, each country's pledge. Update cycle every 5 years, must be stronger than before. Transparency, countries must report progress. Finance, developed countries support developing countries. Money, tech, training, adaptation and capacity building included. Legal nature, treaty is legally binding, but NDC targets are self-determined, no penalties for missing. Binding parts, submit NDCs, report progress, follow transparency rules. Non-binding, the actual emission numbers inside NDCs. Withdrawal rule, Article 28, can only notify withdrawal 3 years after agreement enters into force for that country. Withdrawal takes effect 1 year after UN receives notice. Can rejoin any time by depositing instrument of ratification. US withdrawal timeline. 20th of Jan 2025, executive order signed directing withdrawal. 27th of Jan 2025, US notified UN Secretary General. 27th of Jan 2026, withdrawal effective 1 year later. Why US withdrew 2025 EO stated, Paris Agreement inconsistent with US priorities. Claimed US taxpayer money may go to countries that do not require or merit assistance. Who else is out? Not parties as of 2025. Iran, Libya, Yemen. With US leaving, agreement covers most but not all nations. Keywords to remember. Paris Agreement, Global Climate Treaty. NDC equals country pledges. 1.5 target equals safer limit, urgent cuts needed. Article 28 equals withdrawal rules. UNFCCC Parent Framework 1992 Rio Earth Summit. Super important dates. 1992 UNFCCC signed Rio Earth Summit. 1997 Kyoto Protocol earlier treaty. 2015 Paris Agreement adopted. 2016 Paris Agreement entered into force. 2025 Jan 27th US notice of withdrawal. 2026 Jan 27th US withdrawal effective. Exam tips and tricks. Trick to remember 1.5 degrees Celsius goal. Think 1.5 to stay alive. Withdrawal rule formula. 3 years wait plus 1 year notice. Difference from Kyoto Protocol. Kyoto binding targets for developed only. Paris equals voluntary pledges for all countries. Focus areas teachers love. Goals, 2 love. NDCs every 5 years. US withdrawal timeline, Article 28. Remember, Even if a country withdraws, states' companies can still act domestically. This sheet equals all critical info compressed for last-minute revision. Do you want me to also make this into a printable PDF one-pager with headings, bold text and highlighted keywords so you can use it like a real exam revision sheet? Here's a world-class, crisp one-page cheat sheet for ISRO's 100th mission, GSLV F-15 NavIC plus GPS, with all important points, dates, keywords, and quick tricks for fast revision. ISRO's 100th mission cheat sheet, GSLV F-15 and NavIC. Event highlights, 29th of January 2025. Mission, GSLV F-15, Geosynchronous Satellite Launch Vehicle. Launch site, Sriharikota, Satish Dhawan Space Center. Height, 50.9 meters, speciality, 100th launch from Sriharikota. Cryogenic stage, indigenous India-made upper stage, separation time, 19 minutes after liftoff. Orbit achieved, geosynchronous transfer orbit, GTO. HAG payload, NVS-02 satellite. Series, navigation with Indian constellation, NavIC-RS. Weight, 250 kilograms, developed by UR Rao Satellite Center, Bengaluru. Bands, L1, L5S tri-band antenna. Core, rubidium atomic frequency standard, RAPS atomic clock. Predecessor, NVS-01, launched 29th of May 2023, first of second-gen NavIC. Hashtag GSLV F-15 mission stats, 17th flight of GSLV, 11th flight with indigenous cryogenic stage, 8th operational flight with indigenous cryo stage, payload fairing metallic diameter 3.4 meters. NavIC, navigation with Indian constellation IRSS. What it is: India's own regional navigation system, like GPS but regional. Coverage, India plus 500 kilometers beyond borders. Accuracy, 20 meters in primary service area. Services, standard positioning service SPS for civilians. Restricted service, RS, for military strategic use. Applications, defense strategic missions. Maritime, aerial and land navigation, precision agriculture, disaster management and emergency services, vehicle tracking and fleet management, location-based mobile services. IoT, geodetic survey, satellite orbit tracking, NVS series 2nd gen, incorporates L1 band SPS, better smartphone adoption. Signals interoperable with GPS, GLONASS Russia, Galileo, Beidou, China. GPS Global Positioning System, owner USA, depth of defense. Segment space satellites, control ground stations, user satellites, 2024 operational global coverage. Origins, Sputnik, 1957. Doppler shift idea, Navy submarine tracking, 1960s. Navstar, first satellite in 1978, fully operational in 1993. Services, SPS, standard open to all, free worldwide. PPS, precise, restricted to US military and allies. Quick memory tricks. ISRO 100th launch 2025. F-15 equals fighter rocket for 100th flight. NavIC coverage. India plus 1500 kilometer equals safe zone ring. Bands in NVS-02. L1, L5. S like 3 languages spoken by satellite. Atomic clock, rubidium, ruby equals precious, precise time. GPS year, 1993 equals GPS went global, war end, world connected. Exam smart tip, always compare NavIC versus GPS, ownership, coverage, accuracy, services. Highlight India's self-reliance, indigenous cryogenic stage and atomic clock. Do you want me to also make a visual flow diagram, chart, timeline, plus comparison table of NavIC versus GPS so you can memorize faster for exams?
Perfect. Let's make a crisp one-page world's best cheat sheet on this topic. It will have keywords, dates, numbers, and must-remember facts. No long sentences, only exam-friendly notes. I'll also add extra tips and tricks at the end so you can revise super fast. Cheat sheet, WPI Revision and Expert Panel, 2025. Announcement, Center, Union Gov formed 18-member expert panel. Purpose, revise wholesale price index, WPI, and study PPI, producers price index. Date of notification, September 2025. Report deadline, 30 of June 2026. Leadership, Chair, Ramesh Chand, Niti Aayog member agriculture. Members, GovTech officials, statistics, finance, petroleum, agriculture, consumer affairs, RBI rep, GSTN CEO, private economists, Dharmakirti Joshi, Indranil Sengupta, Nilesh Shah, Shamika Ravi, Surjit Bala, etc. Current WPI, Base year, 2011 to 12, 697 items total. Primary articles, 117 items, 22.62% weight. Fuel and power, 16 items, 13.15% weight. Manufactured products, 564 items, 64.23% weight. Excludes services. Published monthly by Office of Economic Advisor, Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Proposed revision, new base year, 2022-23. Panel tasks, update basket and weights. Reflect new economy, electronics, chemicals, energy mix. Review price collection system, use GST data, e-invoices, digital sources. Examine and finalize PPI methodology, approved by TAC earlier. Suggest roadmap, WPI, PPI transition. Propose improvements for reliability and international comparability. Hash inflation indices, know the difference. WPI, wholesale goods prices, no services. Gov tracks wholesale inflation. PPI, prices received by producers, modern and global standard. CPI, retail prices consumers pay, includes services, reflects cost of living. RBI uses CPI since 2014, Urjit Patel Committee for inflation targeting. Key terms, base year, year chosen as 100 index, comparison year. Weights, importance given to items, higher weight equals more impact. Price relative equals current price, base price. Headline inflation, includes food plus fuels, all items. Core inflation, excludes food and fuel, less volatile. Example, very small. Wheat, weight 30. Price 20%, index 120. Steel, weight 50. Price 10%, index 110. Petrol, weight 20. Price 20%, index 120. WPI index equals 3120 plus 50, kind of 110 plus 20, 2120. 100 equals 115, 15%. Since base stat must remember dates. 2011 and 12, current WPI base year, 2022-23. Proposed new base year, SEPT 2025. Panel formed 30th June 2026. Deadline for final report 2014. RBI adopts CPI, Urjit Patel Committee. Tips and tricks for quick recall. 1. P ladder, producer, PPI, modern, wholesale, WPI old, consumer, CPI. People 2. WPI equals goods only, CPI equals services. 3. Weights rule, manufactured primary fuel, 64%, 22-13%. 4. Base year updates every decade, 2011-12, 2022-23. 5. RBI equals CPI Gov WPI. If you memorize this page, you can answer any WPI PPI CPI exam question in under 2 minutes. Would you like me to also make a visual memory map, diagram flow, with arrows and boxes? WPI, panel, PPI, so you can see it at a glance and recall faster? Perfect. Let's now turn this into the world's best cheat sheet page. Short, crisp, exam ready. All bullets, keywords, dates, no fluff. Just what you need to quickly revise and not miss anything. Tray and spam control, one-page cheat sheet. TRI basics, full form, Telecom Regulatory Authority of India, set up 20 Feb 1997 under TRI Act 1997. Why? Separate Gov's role as operator versus regulator, Hooray. Mission, growth of telecom and broadcasting, protect consumers, fair competition. What is spam, UCC? UCC, unsolicited commercial communication, unwanted SMS calls with ads without consent. Not UCC, goved public interest messages, or registered senders with valid consent. Examples, loan offers, fake bank OTPs, phishing links. Important terms, header, sender ID, alphanumeric to 11 chars, e.g. Bank of BC. Content template, pre-approved message format, e.g. your OTP is though for. Telemarketer, person company making promo calls SMS. DLT, distributed ledger technology, secure digital ledger to register and verify headers, templates, and consents. Tray's new anti-spam steps, 2025. 1. DLT pilot, onboarding old paper consents, digital ledger. 2. Scrubbing, check message before delivery, header template consent match. 3. Header suffixes, new. P equals promotional ads, S equals service, updates. T equals transactional, OTP alerts. G equals government, public interest, e.g. Bank of BCT equals transactional. 4. Consultation, possible new authorization framework for telemarketers, stricter rules soon. 5. Focus, reduce phishing, fraud SMS, fake headers. Tray objectives, quick keywords, affordable access, increased teledensity, world-class QoS, quality of service, fair competition, level playing field, interconnection rules, fair, transparent, tariff rebalancing, affordability plus operator viability, consumer protection, pricing, service fraud, universal service obligation, telecom in rural, remote areas, digital transition, broadcasting, convergence, more choices in TV radio. For consumers, what you can do. DND activation. Send start 0 to 1909 or call 1909. Report spam. Forward SMS call details to 1909. TIRA DND app. Manage consents. Report spam easily. Golden rule. Never share OTP PIN. Don't click unknown links. Hash timeline snapshot. 1885. Indian Telegraph Act. GovT monopoly. 1992. Private entry. Cellular radio paging. 1994. National Telecom Policy. NTP 94. Private basic services. 1997, Chirai created. 1999, NTP 99, Consumer Focus, Affordable Telecom. 2025, new DLT pilot plus header suffixes. Exam tips and tricks. Keyword DLT equals digital ledger for consent plus header template. Suffix letters, PSTG, quick ID in exam and real life. 1909 equals universal code for DND, it's reporting spam. Date to remember, 20 Feb 1997, try birth. Link Q&A. Why TRI created? To separate policymaking versus service providing. Memory hack. Think HCTD 1909 equals header, consent, template, DLT, 1909 for help. Would you like me to also create a visual revision chart / flow diagram, like a mind map of TRI, spam, solutions, consumer actions, so that in one glance you can revise before exams? Here's the world's one-page cheat sheet on rat hole mining. Crisp, clear, exam ready. I've included keywords, dates, examples, and tricks so you don't miss anything while revising. Rat hole mining cheat sheet. Definition. Rat hole mining equals method of extracting thin coal seams, narrow coal deposits, manually. Involves narrow tunnels, only 3 to 4 feet high, like burrows made by rats. Mostly used in northeast India, Meghalaya, Assam, Nagaland. Hash. Methods 1. Side cutting. Tunnel cut from the side of a hill where coal seam is visible suspected. Miners crawl inside, dig coal manually, bring it out. 2. Box cutting. Rectangular pit shaft dug vertically downwards. Horizontal tunnels, rat holes made inside, coal extracted. Tools used. Shovels, baskets, wheelbarrows, small cranes. Coal transported manually or in baskets. Problems. Illegal mining, done without Govt approval. Accidents. Frequent collapses, flooding, workers trapped. Health hazards. Cramped posture, lung disease, injuries. Child labor, many children employed. Environment damage, deforestation, cutting trees to dig. Acid mine drainage, toxic water pollutes rivers, soil. Land degradation. Important facts. 2014, National Green Tribunal, NGT, banned rat hole mining in Meghalaya due to safety and environment concerns. Still illegally continues due to cheap, quick coal extraction. Local livelihood dependence. Weak enforcement. 2025, Assam incident. 9 miners trapped in Dima Hasao district after sudden flooding in a rat hole mine. Rescue and safety. Teams, Army, Navy, NDRF, SDRF, local authorities. Common risks, flooding, tunnel collapse, suffocation. Example, sudden flooding due to underground water channel opening, 2025 Assam case. Keywords, must remember for exams. Rat hole equals narrow tunnels, 3 to 4 feet. Methods equals side cutting and box cutting. Ban equals 2014 NGT ban, Meghalaya. States equals Meghalaya, Assam, Nagaland. Hazards equals accidents, child labor, environment damage. Tips and tricks. Trick to remember hazards, ACE. Accidents, child labor, environment damage. Trick to recall methods, SB, side and box cutting. Trick to recall states, MAN, Meghalaya, Assam, Nagaland. With these points, you can answer definition, methods, hazards, legality, and examples in less than 5 minutes in exam. Do you want me to also make a visual flowchart diagram, like tunnels, methods, and problems, so you can revise faster in 30 seconds before exams? Got it. Here's your world best crisp one-page cheat sheet on BIS, Bureau of Indian Standards, perfect for quick exam revision. I kept only keywords, dates, numbers, and core facts, no heavy sentences. I also added extra important points plus tips and tricks so nothing is missed. Bureau of Indian Standards, BIS, one-page cheat sheet. Basics, founded as ISI, 6th of Jan 1947, Indian Standards Institution. BIS established, Fern Aperd 1987, by Act of Parliament replacing ISI. Current law, BIS Act 2016, notified 22nd of Mar 2016, in force 12th of Octa 2017. Autonomous national body sets quality standards for goods and services. Hallmarking, gold hallmarking, mandatory, since June 2021 in 361 districts. System, unique 6-digit alphanumeric code, HUID, 90% jewelry hallmarked, 44.28 crore gold items certified till 2025. Silver hallmarking, currently voluntary, Gov considering mandatory hallmarking, announced 6th Jan 2025, 78th Foundation Day. Update, 1st Sep 2025. Voluntary UID hallmarking for silver started, IS 2012-2025. Genesis and growth, 1952, ISI, Certification Marks Act, ISI mark on products. 1955-56, Certification Marks Scheme started. 1963, Testing Lab Nucleus started. 1987, BIS replaces ISI, wider powers, consumer involvement. Structure and functioning. President, Union Minister of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution. Vice President, Minister of State, Consumer Affairs, Food and PD. Members, 25, Gov, MPs, industry, scientists, consumer orgs, professionals. Standards made, 20,000. Committees, 1,000. 15,000 experts. Review system. Standards equals reaffirmed, revised, amended, withdrawn. Network, offices, 5 regional plus 32 branch offices. Labs, 8 BS labs plus 250 private recognized labs plus 252 Gov empaneled labs. Training, National Institute of Training for Standardization, ITS, Noida. International role, founding member, ISO, International Organization for Standardization. Member, IEC, International Electrotechnical Commission. Regional bodies, PASC, Pacific Area Standards Congress. SARSO, South Asian Regional Standards Org. Importance, benefits of BIS. Safe, reliable, quality goods. Protects consumer health. Helps exports and reduces imports. Controls wasteful variety in products. Builds quality culture in India. Tips and tricks. Date trick. 1947. ISI birth. Same year as independence. 1987. BS birth. 40 years later. 2016 Act. New law. In force 2017. Hallmarking trick. Gold mandatory since 2021. Silver under consideration. 2025. HUID equals 6-digit unique code like Aadhaar for jewelry. Formula, ISI, BIS, quality culture. Exam Smartline, BIS, India's national standards body since 1987, ensures consumer safety and global competitiveness through hallmarking, product certification, and international standardization. Do you want me to also make a visual mind map style diagram, like a poster, of this cheat sheet for ultra-fast last-minute recall? Here's a world's best one-page cheat sheet on green hydrogen and India's national green hydrogen mission. Super crisp, concise, all keywords and exam tricks included. Green hydrogen cheat sheet. What is hydrogen? Symbol H2, lightest element in the universe. Not found alone in nature, always combined, like in water, H2O, or natural gas, CH4, needs to be separated using energy. Types of hydrogen by production method, hydrogen colors. Gray hydrogen from natural gas, methane, using steam methane reforming, SMR, emits CO2. Black-brown hydrogen from coal or lignite gasification, highly polluting. Blue hydrogen from natural gas coal plus carbon capture storage, CCS, less polluting. Green hydrogen from electrolysis of water using renewable energy, solar, wind, hydro, etc., zero carbon emissions. Example, if you split water, H2O, into hydrogen, H2, and oxygen, O2, using solar power, that's green hydrogen. Why green hydrogen? Clean fuel only releases water when used. Energy security reduces import of oil and gas. Export opportunity, demand rising globally. Supports net zero, cuts CO2 emissions. Versatile uses, electricity, transport, fertilizers, aviation fuel, industries. India's National Green Hydrogen Mission, NGHM, now launched January 2023. Approved outlay, 19,744 crore. Investment expected, 8 lakh crore. Target, produce 5 million tons, 5 MMT green hydrogen annually by 2030. 60 to 100 gigawatt electrolyzer capacity, 125 gigawatt renewable energy for green hydrogen, 50 MMT CO2 abatement cut, create 6 lakh green jobs. Key project, Pudimadaka, Andhra Pradesh. Foundation stone laid, 8th of January 2025 by PM Modi. Developers, NTPC Green Energy Limited, L, NRAID Cap, Andhra Guft. Investment, 1,085,000 crore. Capacity, 20 gigawatts renewable energy, 1,500 tons day green hydrogen, 7,500 tons day green hydrogen derivatives, green methanol, urea, aviation fuel. Focus, export market. Contribution, helps India reach 500 gigawatt non-fossil energy target by 2030. Green hydrogen derivatives, green methanol, eco-friendly industrial chemical, green urea, fertilizer, reduces import dependency. Sustainable aviation fuel, SAF, clean fuel for aircraft. Timeline and targets. 2023, NGHM launched. 2030, 5 MMT green hydrogen target, 500 gigawatt non-fossil capacity. Numbers to remember, 19,744 crore, Gov mission outlay, 2023. 8 lakh crore, expected private investment. 5 MMT, green hydrogen production target by 2030. 125 gigawatts, renewable energy dedicated for hydrogen. 60 to 100 gigawatts, electrolyzer capacity target. 6 lakh, jobs expected. 50 MMT, CO2 reduction. Hack exam tips and tricks. Trick to remember hydrogen colors. Gray equals gas, natural gas. Black, brown, coal color. Blue equals with CCS. Blue equals cool, less emission. Green equals renewable. Green equals eco-friendly. Most important figures for exams. 19,744 crore outlay. 5 MMT, 2030 target. 8 lakh crore investment. 125 gigawatts RE. 50 MMT CO2 cut. Link with climate goals. Helps India achieve net zero by 2070. One-liner definition for exam. Green hydrogen is hydrogen produced by electrolysis of water using renewable energy, releasing only water as a byproduct, and is central to India's clean energy transition under the 2023 National Green Hydrogen Mission. Would you like me to also make this into a visual memory map, chart, like a diagram with arrows and boxes, so you can revise in 1 minute before exam? Here's the world's best one-page cheat sheet for your given renewable energy RE summary. I've made it crisp, exam-ready, keyword-rich, and complete, so you can revise super quickly and not miss any important fact. Cheat sheet: India's renewable energy growth, 2024-25. Big picture: target 500 gigawatt non-fossil fuel energy capacity by 2030. Status: 20th Jan 2025. 270.62 gigawatts non-fossil fuel capacity achieved. Leadership: India equals global leader in clean energy transition. 2024, record year for energy. Total RE additions: solar plus 24.5 gigawatts, more than 2x versus 20. Wind 3.4 gigawatts, plus 21% versus 2023. Reason for surge: Gov. 2 incentives, policy reforms, investments in domestic manufacturing. Solar energy, major contributor. Share: 47% of India's total RE installed capacity. Utility scale solar, large projects: 18.5 gigawatts added in 2024, by 2.8x versus 2023. Top 3 states equals Rajasthan, Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, 71% of total. Rooftop solar, plus 4.9 gigawatts, 53% versus 2023. Boosted by PM Surya Ghar, Muft Bijli Yojana, 2024. 7 lakh rooftop systems installed in 10 months. Off-grid solar, plus 1.4 gigawatts, 182% versus 2023. Helped rural energy access, villages, farms. Wind energy, new addition 2024, 3.4 gigawatts. Top states, 98% share. Gujarat, 1,250 megawatts. Karnataka, 1,135 megawatts. Tamil Nadu, 980 megawatts. Policy and government role, MNRE. Green hydrogen, push for new policies, reduce cost, attract investment. Manufacturing expansion, domestic PV panels plus wind turbines scaled up. Grid infrastructure, more investment in interstate transmission system, ISTS, to carry RE power from Rajasthan, Gujarat, MP to demand centers. Way forward 2025 plus, need to fix regulatory, financial, infra challenges. Focus areas: emerging tech, storage, hydrogen. More investments, continued policy reforms. Smart exam tips: solar, wind. Solar is growing faster, dominates 47% RE capacity. State leaders: Rajasthan's Gujarat equals solar giants. Tamil Nadu equals strong in both solars, wind. PM Surya Ghar scheme, key for rooftop growth, 2024 launch. Green hydrogen, remember as future pillar of India's RE. 500 gigawatts by 2030. Core target, always quote this. Key numbers to memorize: 217.62 gigawatts non-fossil capacity, Jan 2025. 24.5 gigawatts solar, 2024. 3.4 gigawatts wind, 2024. 18.5 gigawatts utility-scale solar, 2.8x rise. 4.59 gigawatt plus 53%. 1.48 gigawatts off-grid solar, 182%. Top states solar, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Tamil Nadu. Top states wind, Gujarat, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu. Trick to remember: solar equals sky, SKY equals Solar King Yojana, Rajasthan, desert sun, Gujarat, sun plus wind. Yojana equals rooftop growth. Wind equals GKT, Gujarat, Karnataka, TN, top 3 wind states. 500 by 2030, 217.62 by Jan 2025, India halfway there. Would you like me to also make a visual mind map flowchart style version of this cheat sheet, like exam diagram notes, so you can remember faster? Here's a one-page crisp cheat sheet of the Green Hydrogen Mission, India, with all important keywords, facts, and revision tricks. This will help you revise core exams. Green Hydrogen Mission cheat sheet. Significance: global leader opportunity. India can lead hydrogen energy ecosystem. Low cost, zero carbon hub. Green hydrogen, clean fuel, cheaper in long run. Benefits: economic growth plus job creation, public health improvement plus energy security. Hydrogen demand and market. Demand in India could grow 4x by 2050. India's share equals 10% of global demand by 2050. Early users, mature markets, refineries, ammonia, methanol. Market value: $8 billion by 2030, $340 billion by 2050. Mission benefits: export opportunities for green hydrogen plus derivatives like green ammonia, green methanol. Decarbonization, industrial, mobility, transport, energy sectors. Less dependence on imported oil, coal, gas. Boost indigenous manufacturing, make in India. Jobs creation in clean energy sector. New tech development, global competitiveness. Mission components: 1. Demand creation plus production, utilization, export of hydrogen. 2. Site program, incentives for electrolyzer manufacturing, incentives for green hydrogen production. 3. Pilot projects in new areas, steel, heavy transport, shipping, aviation. 4. Green hydrogen hubs, regions with best production usage potential. 5. Policy and standards, framework plus regulations for quality and safety. 6. SHIP, Strategic Hydrogen Innovation Partnership, Public-Private R&D Partnership, goal-based, time-bound projects. 7. Skill Development Program, training workforce for hydrogen economy. Institutional setup, all ministries, central and state agencies, coordinated action. Public-private partnership, industry, gov to academia work together. Technology and R&D, focus on cutting-edge, globally competitive tech. Pilot, scale-up, global export. Pathways, electrolysis, biomass-based hydrogen, CCUS, carbon capture, utilization and storage. India's advantage, low-cost renewable power. India has world's lowest solar tariffs, huge domestic market. Government push, net zero by 2070. Strategic location, export to Europe, Japan, Korea. Key targets, Gov announced 2023 onwards. 5 MMT, million metric tons, green hydrogen production by 2030. 125 gigawatt renewable energy capacity for hydrogen. Rs 19,744 crore outlay, 2023, for National Green Hydrogen Mission. Keywords to remember, green hydrogen made using renewable power, solar, wind. Device to split water into hydrogen plus oxygen. Site, incentive program, electrolyzer plus hydrogen production. SHIP, R&D partnership. Green hydrogen hub, cluster for large-scale hydrogen activity. Net zero 2070, India's climate target. Exam tips and tricks, remember, 3E benefits, economy, environment, energy security. Use mnemonic, site, see India's green hydrogen transition. SHIP, hydrogen R&D sales with PPP. For numbers, 2030, $8 market plus 5 MMT production target. 2050, $340 in market plus 10% world demand. Compare with others. EU and Japan importers, India can export. China, large hydrogen producer, but fossil-based. One-line essence. India's green hydrogen mission equals clean fuel revolution, jobs, exports, low-carbon economy, and leadership in global energy future. Do you want me to also prepare a visual memory map, diagram flowchart for this so you can recall it even faster in exams? Got it. I'll now give you the world's best crisp one-page cheat sheet for NPOP and organic farming in India, with only the most important bullets, dates, and keywords. Nothing extra, nothing missing. Think of it as a final revision page before exams. Organic farming and NPOP India, one-page cheat sheet. Basics. Organic farming equals no synthetic chemicals, natural inputs only, compost, manure, crop rotation, biopesticides. Goal, soil health, safe food, eco-friendly farming, better export. NPOP, National Program for Organic Production, launched 2001, revamped 2024. Nodal agency, APA, under Ministry of Commerce. Functions, standards, certification, accreditation, export promotion. Traceability tool, TraceNet Organic, digital farm to export tracking. Accreditation bodies, certification bodies, CBs, must be approved by NAB APA. Certification process. 1. Apply certification body, CB. 2. Conversion period to 2 years equals annual crops, rice, wheat, pulses. 3 years equals perennial crops, tea, fruits. 3. Annual inspection plus surprise checks. 4. Lab residue tests. 5. Organic certificate issued, farm added to TraceNet. Note, if rules broken, suspension. International recognition. Equivalence granted by EU and Switzerland for unprocessed plant products. Negotiations, Canada, Japan, Taiwan, South Korea, others. Key data latest. Area under NPOP 2023 to 24, 7.3 memha. Farms, 4.5 merha. Wild harvest, 2.8 merha. Production 2023-4, 3.6 mmt. Exports 2023 to 161,029 MACT, 4,007.9 U 495 mem. Exports 368,155 USD 665.9 mes plus 34.6%. Gov target Minister Piyush Goyal. 20,000 car in 3 years. Major products, fibrin equals largest share, oilseeds, sugarcane, cereals and millets, pulses, spices, tea, coffee, fruits and vegetables, medicinal plants, processed foods. Leading states, largest area, Madhya Pradesh, top producer, Maharashtra, others, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Karnataka, Odisha, Uttarakhand, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh. Special case, Sikkim, equals 100% organic, 2016. Benefits, soil fertility, safe food, eco-friendly, higher export value. Challenges, lower yields initially, cost of certification, tough record keeping, limited market access, need more global equivalence. Exam memory tricks. NPOP equals apida. Think N, national, A, apida. Conversion time, 2 to 3 years rule. 7.3 MAIR, 3.6 MMT, 2.61 kmt, 4008 CR, USD 666 MEM, FY25, quick stat chain. SICM equals 100% organic, 2016. Target equals 20,000 CR in 3 years. This covers everything. Definitions, dates, rules, numbers, states, exports, targets, benefits, and challenges. Would you like me to also make this into a visual poster flashcard sheet, like a clean infographic with boxes and arrows, so you can revise in 30 seconds before exams? Here's the world's best one-page cheat sheet on tax devolution and finance commission. Crisp, concise, and exam-ready. I've included all important points, dates, keywords, and some extra facts tips so you don't miss anything. Cheat sheet, tax devolution and finance commission. Tax devolution, meaning, definition, sharing of union center taxes with states. Legal basis, Article 283A, Constitution of India. Share, 41% of net taxes collected by center given to states. Purpose, provide states with stable, unconditional revenue to spend on development, welfare, and capital projects. Key terms, net proceeds of taxes equals gross tax revenue, collection charges plus cesses, surcharges. Divisible pool, portion of union taxes that must be shared with states, excludes cess and surcharge. Finance Commission, FC, body that decides sharing formula. Current update 2025. Release 1,073,030 crore, SEP 2025. Compared to DEC 2024, 89,086 crore. Reason, boost capital spending and welfare at state level. Finance Commission, FC, constitutional body under Article 280, set up by President earlier if needed. Main role, 1. Divide tax between center and states. 2. Divide share among different states. 3. Recommend grants, disaster relief, local bodies, etc. Number 15th Finance Commission, 2017 to 2025, constituted 27th of Nav 2017. Chairman, N.K. Singh. Backdrop, end of Planning Commission. Removal of plan versus non-plan expenditure. Introduction of GST, fiscal relations changed. Report submitted Nav 2020, applied for 2021-22 to 2025-26. That extra 16th Finance Commission, 2026 to 2031. Terms cleared. Nav 2023. Chairman, Arvind Panagaria, ex-Niti Aayog Vice Chairman. Report due 31st of October 2025. Award period 1 April 2026 to 31st of March 2031. 5 years. Extra task. Review financing for disaster management. Important dates. Article 280, Finance Commission provision. 15th FC report, Nav 2020, period 2021 to 22 to 2025-26. 16th FC appointed, 31st of DEC 2023. 16th FC report deadline, 31st of Oct 2025. 16th FC award period, April 2026 to March 2031. Why important? Main channel of center to state money transfer. Ensures cooperative federalism. Supports states' development, welfare, and stability. Tash tips and tricks to remember. 41% rule. Think, 4 looks like an arrow pointing to states. Article 280, finance needs 280 money number. Link with FC. 15th FC Chairman, N.K. Singh, N for number, K for Kosh, Treasury. 16th FC Chairman, Arvind Panagaria, Panagaria Pan, plus Guria Guidance, guiding next phase. Divisible pool excludes cess and surcharge. Cess is separate, not success for states. With this, you have the entire concept, plus updates, facts, exam tricks on one page. Do you want me to also create a visual flowchart diagram that shows how money flows from center, divisible pool states? That way, you'll have both text, visual memory aid.